It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses blown away. Kandid Kisses TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have me sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle and Kandid Kisses TV. With my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
Yo, what's up? It's bruh man from the fifth floor. In the ATL, chilling with Kandid Kisses TV.
What's up, y'all? You're watching Kandid Kisses TV with my homegirl, Michelle.
Hello there. Have you asked yourself what you're missing? I have. It's Kandid Kisses TV.
It's another episode of Kandid Kisses TV. I'm your girl, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move, Jill of all trades. And before we get started, please do me a huge favor. Like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. I know y'all watching. I know y'all looking. I see the way my analytics is set up. I see you watching. Just click the subscribe button. It's free 99. I mean, come on. But okay. Bringing you another dope talent like I always do. This gentleman is another hilarious comedian. You may have seen him on all of the YouTube screens with All Def Digital, you know, tickling people's funny bones all over the comedy clubs. And I know he does a little acting thing too. So give it up for Mr. Kal Hamilton. What's going on?
What's going on? I appreciate you having me. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love the setup. Hey, I love the name. So I appreciate you having me.
You know, I try. So go ahead and let them know where to find you at with all your social medias. We're going to get that out the way first.
Everybody always tries to find me, and it's Kal with a K. K-A-L. Like this Kal Hamilton. So if you don't know how to spell Hamilton, you don't need to be my friend in the first place. So this is Kal, not C-A-L. This is K-A-L Hamilton. And just type in Google, follow me on every platform. If you, hey, more the merrier. So I encourage you.
I know that's right. We always try to get this monetization. Come on, let's go.
you know, I heard you say, don't, I see you liking. I see you looking. Start liking.
I'm telling you. Because
that's crazy, huh?
You know how you go on the back end, you see the analytics, you be like, okay, y'all just hating a little bit because y'all don't want to click the like button.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so when did you know that you wanted to get into the entertainment industry?
I think somebody asked me that a while ago, and the best answer I can come up with, I think it's a mixture. Okay. It's a mixture. It's like how you know you want to make pizza. It's like because you might like all the ingredients. You know, you might like the dough. You know, so I think it's a mixture. But I think once I found that, I knew my calling was to be, you know, making people laugh and just being myself. So, you know, from the first time I, you know, was doing stages, I'm from Ohio, and I started, Gary Owens was hosting, and he's cool with all the Bengals. Gary Owens was blowing up, but he wasn't blew up yet. Like the movies didn't come, but he was the man. And I didn't really know a lot about comedy. I just knew I was funny. And I remember my first show, it was awful. I mean, it was awful. It was awful. Like,
did you get booed or what happened?
No, what happened was I didn't know, because when people say they want to do comedy, you say, okay, so if you have not even an ego, it's a structure to it. And it's like, you know, just because you think you can do, like, make your friends laugh on the corner, it don't transform into what you should do on stage. And I just knew I was the man. And, you know,
okay, one second. You got say that again, because for some reason it was kind of jumbled up. I don't know.
Okay, no, I said.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. I said, you know, it booed. I would have rather got booed. What happened was I said something, and Chad Johnson played for the Bengals, and I remember him. And, you know, I'm a Bengal fan. Shout out to the Bengals, and I remember like the whole Bengals organization just got out of training camp, so they came to get some, you know, some laughs. They came to the Funny Bone. They sit in the back the whole training camp, I didn't know they was there. Next thing you know, I was saying something and the crowd wasn't feeling it. He walks up to the stage like, "Get your funny, not funny ass off the stage." I recognized it was Chad Johnson. I said, "Well, make sure y'all then win." I said, I will when y'all win one game."
I know that's right.
And and from there, I think this led. You can't quit. You can't quit. So it's like any city you go to, we're all family at the end of the day. If they come to laugh, so you gotta respect the craft, and that's what it takes years to do that. Because you don't want to these people paying their $20, $50 for a ticket, and you don't show up. That's a disappointment.
And the scary thing of what's funny to me is like a lot of comedians that I know and that I've talked to, what the bravery y'all have, because I'm sorry, one booth set will be enough for me. I'll be like, I'm not getting back on the stage.
It takes that. It like my first 8 shows out. Like when I got done, I stopped. I got a job. I'm like, but it takes that because I started doing a show where they could boo. Not too many comedians start where they could boo. This lady, shout out to Judy Brown. A lot of comedians was already doing it in my city, so I was like the little brother of people because everybody knew the clique. They're like, "Who is this guy?" Like we've been doing comedy, but they accepted me. But I was the bottom of the totem pole. But then and she had a show. It was Wild Out Wednesdays, and they was encouraged to boo. It was the Apollo.
Oh, Lord.
So could you imagine a dude who looked like Charles Barkley go on stage? They like, wait, like you ain't from the hood, you got hazel ass, and you bald. Oh no, we could woo you like this off rip.
You ain't from you just on GP, right?
You don't cut hair. You don't watch our kids. Who are you? Because the other comedians, they in the hood, they sell dope to the crowd. They they're like, who is it? He a snitch. I ain't never seen him on the corner. I'm like, yo, you guys make me cry. I remember they was Rudy. Cincinnati's a rude place, but
well, look, my mom is from Cincinnati, and I was there for a little while to kind of know something about it. But it's a little rough because I when you said the Bengals, that made me think. Look, I'm going to show my age. Was it the Icky Shuffle?
The Icky Wood Shuffle, like you go there, right? With a little football in the front.
I remember it.
Hey, listen, who they? That's all we do around my way. But I mean, comedy it kept me focused on something that I really wanted to do. It was a good outlet. And then once you start realizing like you can make people laugh that you don't know who you don't know, that's the best feeling. So it's like, oh, let me keep this going. And so
now what I did notice too, because I don't know if you know, but I've been around the comedy scene for a long time, and I noticed that as a novice and not knowing the true craft until now, that you all are writers. So like, when did you know that you were a good writer?
When I can tell a good joke, because I don't like to write. I don't like to write. That was something I had to learn when I moved to LA because I can just naturally go up there. But it's funny when you can write and then incorporate life and then come back to your jokes. So like people like to write. I like to improv, but write. And it's a different type of comedy, and I love it because I did a show last weekend in Vegas at the Stratosphere Hotel, and everybody on the show was my peoples, and they write. But I wasn't on the show. I just got blessed with a spot because I rolled out there, and the way I did it, everybody's like, because I'm interacting with the crowd. Because I always put myself in. If I'm sitting here, it's good to see a good set. But if you don't have a monster set, and then you have somebody who can, you could work on your set, but sometimes you just got to revert and just be one of you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you want to be what you want to see.
Yeah, and that's what people want to see, and they don't get it. See, a lot of stuff in Hollywood is like, well, where you're set, but then you go outside of here, you can go to anywhere, and something can happen. That's not part of your set, So a lot of people, that's what when you travel and you see a lot of things like that happens, where a waitress might fall, or somebody might, and you don't want them to hurt themselves, but you got to acknowledge that.
Of course.
But people don't, because they sit to like this is the script, this is it. And I'm like, I love those type of people because I'm like, no, we could talk about this right now. I get back to my thing. Like,
Right,
You
because
know,
you got to engage the crowd. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely an art to it.
yeah, and then you come back to it, and so people will be like, oh well, is he talking? But then when you like tag your other jokes into it and bring it back and they're like, oh, that was so cold, that was cold, like really. And then because people think you're just talking, and then when you go back and hit a tag that you talked about 20 minutes before, they're like, this is crazy,
So you
so
like that? Look, you the Jay-Z of comedy. You don't write, but
that's what
you got that
yeah,
flow though.
yeah. I mean, I instead of writing, I just go off of situations. But
Yeah.
you can write stories. But I don't think like my top comedians would have to be Bernie Mac,
Mm-hmm.
and Cat Williams. Everybody else other than that just falls under an umbrella.
Okay.
You have like a Dave Chappelle,
Mm-hmm.
but I just believe if I was to go up on stage without being Dave Chappelle and I said the same jokes or anybody, it's not gonna be accepted. I think
Right.
people accept money and fame for funny.
Yeah, a lot of times.
And everybody seems to do. I'm like, that's not funny.
Right.
Like you put out a special, it's supposed to be funny. And what I feel like a lot of people do is once they got the fame, they just put it out. That's why people just go down.
And
Just
see, this is the thing though. It's the art to even though it's an art to the comedy game, it's an art to business too. So a lot of people forget the business part. So it's like, yeah, you might have I know it's a lot of people that's out there that's not funny,
yeah.
but they business mind is got them going on.
That's the yin and the yang to it. That's the Libra scale because you could be funny and then you might not ever pop off because
Right.
the business aspect of you don't know how to invest money into you don't know how to keep up with times, and by the time you try to keep up with times it's already moved on, so you on something you
Mm-hmm.
still trying to learn the nay like come on now.
Right.
You
Like we
still
don't get to speculate no more. Like
you still call me over talking about watch this. Like wait. First of all, kill yourself. No, we're not doing the name day in 2021.
if your favorite song is "Whoop," there it is. There's a problem.
If you're doing the Tootsie Roll when you're cooking, we have it.
Right.
If you talking about come on, baby, you know what? That was a good song though. Daisy Dukes was a good song.
It
But
was. It was. I ain't
just
gonna
how
lie.
it came on. No other song screamed at you when it came on. Come on! Like, wait, what, Luke? What?
Listen, that was that crowd participation. Get them out there.
That
Let's go.
look, Luke is 108 years old and still got girls twerking.
Yep. My birthday just passed, and I definitely played that "It's Your Birthday" song. You already know.
See, it don't make no sense. If I don't make it in comedy, I'm just gonna come out with a twerk song, like one good twerk song.
Listen.
And
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna do your ad libs. I got your hi. I got you.
That's all you have to do. You can do like make it sound. You got somebody like like that.
Listen.
All you have to do is do something, and then just do that, and then once people start doing that, like Cardi B, come on, we got one
Let's
thing.
make our quick million.
Pepsi call you like, hey man, what y'all doing, man? Like, what you a Kandid Kal? Woo.
That's it. That's
Woo.
it.
Like,
Let's sign it up. Come on now.
Hey,
I write all day. We can do this.
Hey, you see, I'm out here. You see, I'm out here with it. I am.
If you were to write a TV series today, what would it be about?
That's a good question. I usually when I watch TV, I'm not really judgmental, but it's something that keeps my attention. I think I like sitcoms. It was like I like Everybody Hates Chris type sitcoms.
Okay.
I like the Bernie Mac show. I like where like they know they're on TV. Right. I like that angle where like we could talk to the world. I think people love that. Is the crowd participation. Because you're like, when Martin said, "Damn it, Tommy, this is TV." Like you like that, like where's the umbilical cord at, man? Like that. You cannot make that up and say.
I love improv, so I definitely understand what you're saying.
Because, and guess what? Martin stayed on for 5 seasons, and he's still Martin. But you still can remember that from 25 years ago.
Oh yeah.
This because it's just like those monumental points of like, man, that was a life changer because everybody was not looking into the camera. But then you have Fresh Prince, and so I like those type of shows where even when Bernie Mac was at his confessional room, and that is just that because that those type of stories. And Everybody Hates Chris. I think everything else is this. It just goes into play of like, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to do a Carmichael show where it's just a typical black family and you got this girl, like I I could do the Marlon show, I'm good friend with Marlon, like, but it's just you have so many of those.
Yeah.
You have so, and I think TV's not where it's at now for people to even tune in.
Well, it depends on what type of show. Like, I know I haven't been really watching TV like that, but the shows that I stick to is like I was scared about Power Book 2 because I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be as good as Power.
I was too. So I was too. So because I feel like once you do, I'm scared about the next one. Because I'm like, they have to change the tone now. Like, it ain't Big Rich Down no more. It ain't Big Rich. It ain't Rich Homie Down. Right, like put Trey Songz back on the cut. Put Trey Songz on the intro.
Well, you know what? That's when they should have did the Trey Songz when they did the switch over.
That's when they should have did, because you know what? People would have been okay because you could have slid it to them, but you can't. They try to do that on episode 7.5. Like,
no.
Like, you can't. We gotta find out who killed Ghost. Like, we like
exactly.
You change it up. That, can you imagine the amount of pressure that you had to change it up the next episode? You're like, hey Trey, hey, can you imagine calling somebody, hey Trey, I thank you, but they don't want you, brother. They don't want that.
I'm not even gonna lie. When it first came on, I was like, what is this? I was so confused.
Everybody, I think everybody was so confused. It was just so. It was that. I think that was a whole mess up of stuff. You're like, wow, like. You know, like, I like shows like that. Power Book 2 definitely got me. I don't believe in Mary J. I don't believe in her acting.
Yeah, I don't think she's horrible, but it's different for her.
It's just I can't look at somebody saying, I'm going down, and now she's a leader of of a gang, like of the drugs. I'm going down because you ain't around, baby. Wait, when did you start selling drugs, man? That's why your whole life's upside down, because you had it in you the whole time. That's what you want. But she be looking sharp on there. Her coat, her jacket, her purse. I'm like,
that wardrobe be off the chain.
The wardrobe be what people watch. You be like, Tyreek, that is a cold jacket.
Now, you know who is good to me on that show? What's his name? I think he go by Woody the Great.
Oh, Kane. Woody the Great. But he's a good actor in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Because he's been on plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
The worst actor is the basketball player. He's
horrible.
I gotta tell him. I gotta tell him everything I know.
No, I'm like, look, whose cousin are you? Because you definitely just got. Come on.
He was nobody. I gotta tell him everything I know, and I told you to stay around my family, Tyreek. Like, look, why are you talking? Why did y'all edit this? Who's the director?
And he looked like he's slightly a little off too.
He is. He has to be somebody's nephew. He's first of all, you could have found anybody 6'7" who acts like people. Who does he know? And everybody's like, who does he know? Who in your family tree is the director of this? Because
he got to be somebody.
He didn't go to one acting class. They said, "Hey man, listen." Like, sometimes he called Mary by her real name. Hey, Mary J. I mean, like, first of all, you can't call her.
Ma.
I like your album. Like, nigga, you are in the mode. Why? My mama like you. Like, nigga, that's how he talk. Are y'all ready to shoot? Like, why are you still talking like this? This is 2 years later.
So I'm gonna bring it back, because I remember you said when you was talking about Martin. I have to ask you this because everybody has one. What is your favorite episode of Martin?
Oh man, I have to give you.
You can only name one.
I have to give you three.
Oh Lord!
The CD player, the CD player coming up missing with the Rottweiler. The Halloween when Tommy was possessed.
Oh yeah.
Martin act like he couldn't get scared. He's like, "Damn it, Tommy, you on that stuff too, man." He said, "Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan." He said, "Mama say, Mama say." He was trying to reverse the spell back. That guy was hilarious, and I think the Hollywood one was so funny with Varnell Hill. He said, "How many times?" He said, "You need to get some blood sisters up in there."
That was okay. So I got two. Mine was Varnell Hill, but it's not because of the Varnell Hill part. It was because of the Jodeci part.
Yeah, I mean that was when he said "Nick Nack Patty Whack," he said, "Oh yeah." You know, he said, "Lately I've been feeling." See, girl, I just been.
Oh, you thought we was done? No.
He's like, oh. He said, "Nick Nack Patty Whack, Nick Nack Patty Whack." I'm like, who? You know that's not written in. You know that's not written in.
And then it was the one where he was Gina had to go work for Shanae.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, man. She hated that.
When he was sweeping, he was just like, "Are we sitting down, little Miss?"
Oh, we sitting down. She said, "You got a foul. You got a foul, Miss Merle. You got a."
Oh, yeah, you gotta work on Myra's feet.
It's just so many. It's just so many. For like when he was directing the Romeo and Juliet play, it was just. My God! My God! He took everything above and beyond. So that everybody, people who compare that to Fresh Prince, I'm like, ain't no way.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me ask you: did you get a chance to see the Salt and Pepper biopic?
So my homegirl Gigi is playing Assault, and I can't get it. I can't get into it. I know it premieres Saturday. I can't.
Yeah.
It's on right now. Matter of fact, I decided to watch it.
I put a post about it and asked people what they thought. I've had so many negative things. I'm like, dang, y'all thought it was that
bad? Anything that, you know, because I think the directors nowadays, they pick, it hasn't been one documentary that came out in the past probably 5 years. People were like, oh, that's been dope. Like when
the new edition was dope. I thought that was dope.
Well, that I mean, that was dope. Like I think if they would do like a Bobby and Whitney, it would be dope. But you got to really play like you got to have those roles. Like you got to see that. You got to do the I continue. Like you got to see that because they was crazy and loved each other. But so if you body it with a good actress, like I can see Woody the Great playing Bobby. You know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
perfect for him, you know. And I don't know who would play, you know, Whitney, but I think nowadays shows are so bad, and it's like, you know, once Tyler Perry came in the game, he said, "Look, I'm gonna just do everything, so everything somebody else do is good," and that's what it's compared to. Like, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the comments because you can't remake something and you have to kill it.
I don't think it was horrible. I think the only feedback that I got that a lot of people said that was kind of like, I don't like it, is because they didn't really shine a light on Spinderella. And
so I saw that Spinderella, but that's a catch-22. They said Spinderella was never a part of the group. They said it was Salt and Pepper.
Spinderella was never part of the group.
They said Salt and Pepper was like, look, you know, in an interview before, you are a DJ. Right. You're not Salt and Pepper. That's why it's not called Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella.
Right.
So, but you know, I think it's messed up because they still have beef, and that just got brought up. And I'm just like, y'all are too old to be beefing. Like y'all ain't talking about sex no more. Y'all ain't talking about sex, baby. Like y'all need to really, like really get over it. And she should have been in there just for black.
No, she was in there, but they didn't showcase, like she was in there like 2.2 seconds.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like and that's what the discrepancy is, because if that's like doing a TLC movie and not having a left eye.
Right.
Because you be like, well, she died a long time ago. Like we know that, but you gotta if you could just pick something like that's like write my story and like not include my mama. Like no, tell. You gotta say where he came from.
He had to be born. Like
right, you gotta be born. Well, he woke up one day from where? Like you know, cause now the internet be like that story is horrible. He woke up one day. Like,
right. He was divinely created out of the air, and
that's how it happens. That's how you can't really when you go on TV now, you gotta just kill your part because like they could pick apart, you know, anything. And if they say you're good, they'll take you out. Like I hated that movie, but Cal, he did his thing. Like,
right. Exactly. Don't worry about the rest of them.
Yeah, now you could get blackballed because they like, no, we can't work with Cal. He's trying to outshine. He's supposed to be regular like us, you know. Like what? No, but you know, I mean, those are the scripts, those are the movies, and Martin. That was his class. Your episodes are funny though. It's just so many to name though, you know. but those are top. And pick up the pieces.
Oh yes, with the kazoo.
Pick up the pieces. He said, "Damn it," because he got a kazoo. He said, "You come in here saying that kazoo. Pick up the pieces."
I was done. Okay, now what is something valuable you learned through the quarantine time?
Oh, stay true to yourself. I think mental health and stay true to yourself. Just because I mean it teaches you the most strength. Because as us, even in the industry, we thrive on being out because that's what builds us. The camaraderie, and I think what people try to do is that's why, for example, what's your name? He got COVID, Dave Chappelle. Like, what do you think is gonna happen if you flying everywhere, touch? Like, even if you ain't touching, what do you think is gonna happen?
Right. Yeah.
Like what? And so what people are doing is saying like, look, I'm just gonna risk my life because you do have parts of the country that's open, but they're still like, oh, they're open, yeah, but you for what? What are you going? What are you doing it for? It's really closed, but oh man, I want to go to Atlanta for what? To go to the mall? What do you?
Well, that's like because I'm in Atlanta, and it's like the people that are here, we go to work and we go home. That's it. Like we ain't really out in these streets like that.
No, but that's why you have your out of towners. That they in the streets, like where y'all at? They still going to the underground, talking about Bankhead bound. Like, first of all, why you at the underground, sir? You are too old.
Exactly, and wonder why you sick and coughing.
Wonder why you sick? Like, first of all, you at Olympic Park. Like, go home. You talking about let's go watch Stone Mountain Light Show. First of all, sit down.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have crazies everywhere you go, but I don't think people are taking this quarantine as serious as they should.
No, and you know what people always say, like that's why I like on Facebook and everything. People like pray for my grandma. I'm like, you the one who got her sick. I ain't praying for her. Like nigga, you went over there and ate spaghetti and coughed on her. Like you pray for her. That's your problem. You talking up with God. You gotta pray for my uncle. Nigga, you saw your uncle in the picture. How can I pray for somebody you had in the car in your Buick last week, sir?
I'm just mad her name is Myrtle.
Why is her name Myrtle? Because that sounds like somebody who's right now, like, y'all pray for Myrtle. Y'all pray for my grandma Myrtle. I'm getting sick of it.
How did you stay motivated during the quarantine?
I didn't. I did. I was just like, I lost all motivation. I'm sitting there like, I'm on Indeed. Like, am I living? I'm like, you know what? I'm about to be a customer service rep. Like, this ain't bad.
Like that's when you're supposed to be creating. That's when you're supposed to have all your creative juices going when you got the time to. Because normally you're so busy working, you don't have time to sit down and say, all right, let me create something.
But it's really, I don't think it's a lot of people being creative. I think a lot of people are just emulating everything else. I think social media is just becoming emulating who can put it up first. Ain't nobody content is different from taking a video, doing a voiceover, doing a side by side. That to me, that's not content. To me, that's it. You took somebody else's story and you just you talked about it.
Yeah, this is true.
And if that works, that works. But I'm like, but if everybody says the same story because everybody's bored, if I see 10 people say the same story talking about turtles, like I'm not watching. I watch one, and then the rest, y'all just got to eat the dust. I'm like y'all talking about turtles. I'm done with the turtles. I'm not even gonna post about a turtle. And so it's just like on these times, and see that's another thing is a lot of people don't know how to even chill and just realize what's going on, because a lot of people shows this stuff. Like, I'm being in Atlanta, was it first weekend in February? Yep, at the Uptown with Slink Johnson, like Jesus. Yeah, so we talked today, and didn't nobody know, but he just that's just how it is. People don't take the corona serious. But Atlanta, like. Y'all out there. I don't know why y'all out there.
Don't be saying y'all. You talking about they out there. I'm at the crib.
Listen, every time I go on my timeline, welcome to Atlanta with a play. I'm like, oh, we going home. No, don't come back to LA. Keep y'all asses where y'all at. Like,
listen, I ain't playing with. Speaking of, are you taking the shots?
I'm gonna take my Flintstone vitamin and keep it moving. Like, if God wants my number, if my number was called to be quarantined, well, we just gotta go. I can't. You know why? Because I'm seeing these videos of people. They talking about who is that? Jackie Robinson?
Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron. Yep.
But it's so confusing because you're like, oh, he just died a week after taking the vaccine. But then you're like, damn, he was 86. Like he was 83. Like which one
Yeah,
comes
but
first?
see, nah, I think that vaccine has a lot to do with it because as you get older, if he made it to 86, he probably can make it to the 87. It's just he didn't know what was going
That's
to do
what
to
I'm
him
thinking.
inside.
Because usually when you do that, it usually is a story behind it and saying, well, he's in a he's sick, he's been sickly. Like Al Trebek when he passed, people knew, what I mean, even with cancer, like people know if you're a big steeple in life. Like if Michael
Right,
Jordan passed, like we're gonna be like, who, how? Like when
right,
Prince passed,
exactly.
like how did Prince pass? Like and
So for it to happen just randomly so quick, really, come on, son.
so I
We have
can't
to know
take
what
it.
that's about.
I can't take it. I don't trust any first model of anything like
And
PlayStation.
then I got clients that are telling me that it's not even a vaccine; it's called an MR or something or whatever. I'm like, so wait, Missy, y'all just taking something that y'all don't even know what it is?
Yeah, they just be taking it just because what's gonna happen is they forcing people to take it. They're forcing people. So it could be people who don't want to take it. They be like, cool, y'all don't have to take it, but y'all ain't going to the movies. Y'all ain't going to these concerts.
That's
Uh
fine.
that's fine with me.
That's exactly fine. I'd rather
Because
live than worried about that.
let me tell you something. Let one person die that took that vaccine. Now, oh
Hmm.
no, oh no. Like
Hmm.
your
Exactly.
daughter, she took it last week and she died this week from corona. They could shut down. You know what? They should just give everybody little jobs, and
Hmm.
because I'm like, ain't no controlling it. I
That's
was
right.
happy about the election, but everybody's like, you wanted Biden. I'm like, I just wanted anybody but Trump because he would have got us in war, and I don't want to shoot nobody. Like, I don't even
Exactly.
have a gun, so
Exactly.
let me get a gun first and make like you can't
And
even have
then
a war.
this is what's horrible about it. Like when 2021 hit, everybody was just like, okay, yeah, 2021, cool. They act like COVID gonna disappear just because we got a new year. It's still there. Like
It's it's
it's
still
not new
there.
year, new me. We still dealing with COVID.
We're still dealing with COVID, and that's why I went to Marshalls yesterday. I'm like, look how many people, including myself, buying stuff to go home.
Hmm. Pretty much.
Like you
Right.
do, like you buying everything to go home. Ain't just about like we so
Right. Like,
bored.
let me get this new shirt to be fresh at home.
That $20 is burning a hole in my pocket. I gotta spend this. like,
Right.
like what? Like no, So now that it teaches me like get in shape, and
Yeah.
try to just take care of your body because
That's right.
I know we could go through it in another year because
Yeah.
it's LA is already it should have been already masked up 10 years ago in here because it's
Telling you.
these people out here, wow, we should have been wearing masks just like China. There's too many people. It's overpopulated. So this city needs to be like New York, but they're not gonna open it. And then when they do open, it could be even messed up. So I just think, hey, you better have God on your side and just, enjoy your life. Try to
That's
find,
it.
somebody that appreciates you and go from there, because I'm like, I mean, we're grown. We never been into something like this, you know, you
Now
know,
let me segue into your all deaf digital. How did that come about? How did you get with that crew?
man, it was crazy, right? So when I moved out here, I didn't really know nobody. And, I was like, man, I gotta get a job. Like, oh, this is reality. Like, my money ran out. I only came with a check. I'm like, like, first of all, I thought I was gonna be on TV the next day. Like, no.
Right.
But it's so crazy. I met a producer through somebody I worked with. It, not even coalition, and they was like, "Oh man, you be going to like they used to have something on Wednesdays at the Chinese theater where everybody would go, like especially the black young industry." And I would go there, but not know nobody, But you would mingle with people, you would come fresh. People would talk to you, like, "What do you do?" And I remember I met the producer, put myself in position, and he was like, "Yeah, come to the office." And from there, just built up a good relationship with them. So I always have a good relationship with them. So
That's
I'm like,
dope.
oh, yeah, film stuff, that, and from that, that's how I got cool with Russell Simmons. That's how I got cool with everybody at All That. That's how I got cool with my homegirl. Shout out to Super, the Crayola case owner. Like
Hmm.
we shot together, we bonded, and we would still remain all friends. So.
Now I always admire Super because I'm actually a licensed professional makeup artist and I've had a
Mm-hmm,
cosmetic line for
mm-hmm,
16 years now. So when I saw her she came and did her thing, I was like, dang, and she ain't
yeah.
even a makeup artist and she killing. I ain't even mad at her.
No,
But she doing her thing.
she just her hustle was just different, and she was just in the right place, right time. And she's still cool. Like, we still talk on the phone. We still text. When I pop up on her IG, she'd do her makeup. But when I say what's up, like she'd be like, "What's up, Cal?" Like, and nobody else. They'd be like, "Who is Cal?" Like, I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" And then because you always just want to reach out to people, but then it just shows like, "Oh, you still the same old you,"
That's right. Money
because you
don't
really
change.
know. No, and it hasn't. That's why I'd be so happy. We're trying to and talks for this year to have, like, she does toy drives. She does a lot of charity work. So we have a comedy show. We're in talks to having that,
Oh, dope.
Yeah, because she still loves comedy. That's what she does. She's funny.
Yeah.
Just natural.
That's what I saw her when I became a fan of hers and knew about hers before the makeup thing. Is when I saw her on the roast me battles that y'all used to do.
And so me and her was sitting right next to each other. And what happened was, she blew up because her son Trey was going to school and he was getting bullied on because he was smaller than the other kids. And she taught him, instead of fighting, getting suspended, how to roast. And so when he went to school, when they used to pick on him, he used to roast them, and all the girls would be laughing, and he would send these kids crying. Like, I ain't gonna fight you with my hands because I can't whoop you, but my words could be lethal. And it made the news. Yeah, and it made the news. And I was like, that's crazy, And
no, she right. That's super because I ain't gonna sit there and lie and say I ain't never fight, but I've never been one of them that will provoke the fight. But if you come at me, you probably gonna get that ass whooped. But I will try to kill you. But I'll kill you with my words before I kill you with my fist.
Hey, you ain't playing. Hold on, but you're originally from where?
I'm originally from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom is a flight attendant, so we moved around. So we moved to Cincinnati, we moved to Atlanta, so we done moved around a lot of times. But yeah, like we had the fight, but it wasn't like I was never initiator of the fight. I would just finish the fight, and then if I felt like I couldn't beat you, my words would be so lethal you're gonna wish you would have fought.
You wish you would have had, yeah, and that's how people do. So that's how and the correlation to all death is so crazy because, like, I think I'm probably the one other people out here that came out here like no fraternity, no brotherhood, just me, and then that just adapted to being like, oh man, you're dope, but it takes time. Everything takes time out here, I'm a part of the Chocolate Sundays family. We go on Clubhouse on Tuesdays, and that platform's, amazing. We had Kyle Bentley Evans, we had so many people, and then they'd be like, "Who is Cal?" But it'd be like, we're on the same playing field, and we're cool.
But see, the fact that they saying "Who are you?" that means they get ready to Google you and look you up.
That's what happens. But putting yourself in those positions of it, just knowing how to. Even if you don't like something, sometimes you don't have to let nobody play you or anything, but just knowing how to bite the tongue and go with the moves. Because sometimes because some people are just different. So just because you think they talking one way, don't mean they're talking bad. They just when Indians talk to each other, they yell at each other. Like where Armenians do, you be like, "Yeah, he means." All they said was "Good morning." Like
why you sound so angry though?
He said he had to use the bathroom in his language. You talking about he didn't cuss the lady out. He just said, I just want an orange.
Now, I always try to get to know my people other than their career. So I asked them little fun questions like, who is your favorite rapper or singer and why?
Favorite? I don't know. I don't know no more. I don't know. Favorite rapper? My favorite rapper will always have been, like, of all time, I like Biggie's style. He was just more smooth. You know what I mean? Like I said, didn't own them guns, so I couldn't relate to Thug Love, Tupac. I couldn't relate to getting a tattoo on my stomach. Like, I was scared. Like, I couldn't get, like, I could get a Coogee sweater, though.
Right.
I could stay Coogee down to my socks. That's my guy. That's my guy. I'm in that way. I don't want to have to, we banging on the corner. I don't. Hey, that's your lane, Pac.
Right.
So, but Pac was definitely dope. But Jay-Z. I like that era.
Okay.
Jay-Z. Biggie. Being in Ohio, you didn't hear too many West Coast except like the big ones. The Bay Area, E40, and Too Short, stuff like that. Like you won't hear YG played out there.
But yeah, I didn't start hearing about YG till like a couple of years ago because I didn't know who he was.
Me either. I was like, who? And but that's how it segregates it. It's like, oh, okay. But like when I go home to Cincinnati, they still playing the old school stuff. Like you
Mm-hmm.
like, that's just how it is. It's like, man, but that's what I'm used to. Like I like down south music. Shout out to No Limit. That was my favorite group of all time.
Oh yeah.
I was a soldier.
Oh my God. I didn't go front. I had the little chain with the with,
You had a little
with the
thing,
orange.
you was being asked, talking about Mamma Mia. Old lady like you was on lady like.
Man, I was thinking it ain't my fault. Like,
Oh, yeah. I like my meat and potatoes. I ain't like wait. Why am I in the club talking about meat and potatoes?
okay, so who is your favorite singer then?
I don't know. I have so many. I just like songs. I don't have a favorite singer because, yeah, like I mean, I remember I got turned on to her. I love, but I loved her first album. Like everything,
Yeah.
it's just like Ashanti. I loved her first album. Like I bought those albums.
I know you had to see the Ashanti and Keisha.
Yeah, I was an Ashanti fan. I mean, Keisha Cole is just, she just.
Well, first of all, she was late as hell.
First of all, I think, and that's what the sad part is. We like because it's still a black platform, and what happens is people all over. You got 1.8 million people, 2 million people watching like typical black stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Typical black stuff, like it's like because to keep a million people attentive and nothing's going on. They're looking at a chair and one person, like
exactly. And
like,
and I ain't gonna fight like Ashanti held her. She held her down as much as she could. She was like, "All right, y'all, I'm trying." But,
I mean, but even you see Swiss Beats, it was disrespectful. So I was just like, from there, I was just like, nah, And most of their songs, I mean, but I was just like, Keisha was cool, Ashanti was cool, but just on the fact that Ashanti was like 20 minutes late, but then Keisha was an hour, like it rubbed the whole mood off.
I was like, man, I'm almost like, did they catch COVID again?
Yeah, like you got booked and canceled, because I was like, oh, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
I was like, this ain't happening. And then when Ashanti was there, I'm like, it don't matter, this ain't happening. So that's how I looked at it. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, I'm glad it did because it showed the skills of, Ashanti got her singing skills up and Keisha was still hood. So it's like,
I think my only disappointment, because I didn't watch all of it, but my main disappointment is when Keisha came in and she didn't even apologize. She didn't even acknowledge that she's late. She was like, all right, y'all.
She went on a radio station the next day, and I was like, what is that? Like you need to tell these people that have been waiting because at least 500,000 people are for you.
Exactly.
And just being in entertainment, like you're supposed to. Hey, I apologize, my sound wasn't right. Give people to say, okay, cool.
Right, even giving this, you say something like she could even made a joke. She'd be like, "All right, look, I'm Lauren Hill o'clock. I'm sorry, something." Yeah. But dang,
something funny. But you know what she didn't do? She didn't do that. She was just like, "All right, let's get started. All right, song number 10, it's my turn. Oh, you getting paid from Doritos? That's a rock." That's how she said, "I am." It was like there was so much shade, but.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it happened, but it wasn't even that big of a deal. I'm like, look, everybody's over this. Like, y'all broke numbers, I love the Jeezy and Gucci. That was my best.
That one was, oh my God, that was hilarious.
That had me scared, and I was in the house. I'm like, do I log off so I don't be a witness? Because if the FBI knocks on my door saying, "Hey, you was watching this, let me see your angle." Like, first of all, I wasn't there, sir.
No, I like E40 and Too Short too. Theirs was funny.
Theirs was cool. I mean, I liked all of them. They went up, but I think on this one, they just went down. And you know what I think is I think it's kind of it's cool what you're trying to do, but they're realizing you really can't just because other people are growing and can make up with beefs. You can't really get a lot of people on there to make up with beefs. Like even for the check, like you gotta have a good show. Like you can't put Prince and Michael on it, and because it's tension there.
Yeah, man. If they were still living, that'd have been so much shade, bruh. The shade would have been so real.
Where Prince Michael?
Heck yeah, Prince would have been.
Michael probably would have turned around on every song in the chair, and walked away, and played with. And he would have been. He would have pulled out his monkey. He would have had a lion. I got one of these. Oh, I got 40 giraffes. What you got? It would have been no song playing. What you got? Oh, you got that house? I bought that house when I was 5, Prince. Wait.
And look, and as soon as Prince said something smart, then Mike would have just left. You're so funny and broke. Okay.
Prince would have locked off with his cane. Bow. Like, wait, that's just
Right.
like when Kim Hart told his story when he met Prince. He said, "Oh,
Uh-huh.
I met Prince." He said Prince moved him out the way with his cane. Like, watch. Like, could you imagine somebody?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine somebody lifting their cane up off the ground to move you away from them?
Oh my God. I'll be
And
ready to fight.
you got
I'd
that
have
much
smashed
respect that
that
you
man's
gotta do it.
tires so quick to tell you something, Prince.
Yo,
But they said don't look into his eyes. Okay.
right.
Now, what are some words of wisdom you would give any upcoming entertainer, entrepreneur?
Look, before we get out of here, my computer good now. These are definitely the words of advice. Keep God first, keep your hustle second, and keep your eyes on what you do. Always remember why you started so you can finish strong. Um, don't worry about the rough patches. Everybody has them. Don't let social media take over your life. It's all fake. It's all an illusion. You don't see people posting their good, pictures, but they don't have rugs in their bathroom. Like, so
Mhm.
don't believe the hype, and we're living in a day of people will actually commit suicide because they don't get likes. Like, people is to go away, be genuine to yourself, and you just treat people good. You'll go far when just treating people good. You don't have to have the talent, but if people like you, they can put you in a position to have the talent. They'll teach you. But if you're not teachable, if you have a bad attitude, trust me, you're making it that much harder. So just stay humble, keep God first.
Oh, no, that's right. So name one entrepreneur you admire and why.
Yeah, I might hear a lot of them. Entrepreneur. I mean, I would just have to say like my homegirl Super for sure. I mean, just knowing her, just seeing her build from T-shirts. I mean, just seeing the grind, and
Mm,
then have to go through all the amenities. Like if I knew I
yeah,
was sitting like you, like she's just under a microscope and what she been through, like having a baby, having a baby. That it's just like crazy.
yeah.
I was like that, and me just knowing her personally, it's like wow, like that's she just never stopped believing in her hustle. It was just crazy, it was just like wow, you started making T-shirts,
Hmm.
so now you got properties on properties on properties.
Listen, the hustle is
I
real.
was like that's amazing.
I admire like most of the people that I admire when it comes to business. It's ironically funny, but they are from New Orleans.
They all from New Orleans.
Yeah, because everybody that I know that's from
Who
New
wait,
Orleans
who
that
else,
when they
who else?
Master P.
P his hustle was just stupid crazy.
That's what I'm and see what I admire about Master P because people can say what they want to say about him, but let's just not even say okay. You can say oh I don't think he's the greatest rapper or whatever. He
Mm-hmm.
when he got his money, he did everything he thought he wanted to do.
That's
Like he was
true.
like, oh I'm gonna do basketball. Oh I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make like whatever he thought he wanted to do. He was like I'm doing it.
And
Period.
still doing it to this day. This going into business with Reebok. This
Thank you.
part of the first black supercar
Hmm.
owners of like, so you don't have to get no Lamborghini or something. They have an all black company that has those parts and those like he's in it.
Yes.
He's in
Especially
it
even when I saw the commercial, the what he was doing the cereal
mhm.
commercial. I ain't
The
gonna lie,
Hootie
I
Hoos.
laughed at it, but I ain't even mad at it though.
It's stuff like that that we laugh at. It's just like how we laugh at if people when if you go to Walmart you see Shaq shoes like I ain't buying
Hmm.
those
Right.
but he saw why instead of charging 200 like Michael Jordan or Kobe did or LeBron I couldn't afford these so if you make units of $20 shoes you're selling by units
That's right.
and that's when your money is different because people think like oh I gotta raise the price up yeah sometimes it don't always hit like Kanye or
Right.
but I remember hearing the story, and it would stick with me for life. This dude in Kentucky, he had the lottery for like 230 at the time. That's big, like
Right.
240 million,
Sure, that's
and
still big.
that I mean, yeah, but
Right.
but he, I mean, they showed his house. It was crazy because it was like, oh God, was like, I mean, no lights on in the house. It was just like, okay, he deserved it, whatever. And I remember he was like, yeah, I was, living the dream. He was like, I want to move. I went to,
Hmm.
you know, somewhere in Florida. I tried to buy a property, and they was like, nah, You don't have enough money. And he's like, well, I just want a lottery for 240. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, but your neighbors are the people who make shower rings by units.
Dang.
Every house got
Right.
shower rings in their home. Could you imagine? He was like, you sell $6 shower rings because every shower curtain needs these. That's your
Mhm.
neighbor. You don't have that money. That's long. And so that
Okay,
put me in. Yeah,
man.
that's that. Think about it. That's who your neighbors is. Like he was like, you don't have that. They don't want you here because your money's new, and it's
Right.
not gonna be long. This is industrial money. Like
Mm.
every house needs these shower rings. They made them.
Right. It was like
They
your neighbors own oil. Like, bro, you can't live over
your,
here.
your
Right.
neighbor owns islands. Do you own a private island?
Right.
Do you own a like? There's people out here with so much money that like they buy houses that don't even live in them.
Yeah. I mean, it's more people that have $1 than $50. So I mean, if you can keep your costs down low and make it, but still have a
Mm,
quality product, that's where you win.
that's true. That's true. That I think that, and I never even heard about like that, but I believe that is true. It's more people that has $1 than 50. That's the same concept, and that's I'm gonna use that now. It's a
You
lot
have
more
to,
people.
because I mean, you got to think about it. If I see something, I might. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and say if I see something that I like, that I really want, I won't save for it.
Right,
But if I need something right now, I'm gonna get the knockoff version before the real version because the knockoff I can afford.
right.
Now,
Oh
when I
no,
get the real
I
money, then
don't
I
be
can
mad
go
at
ahead
it
and get the
because you
real
know
one.
what? It, most of all these people, unless you're like really, really bone, you can't tell the difference anyway.
Exactly.
No, you
And
can't tell. Like, and
truth be
then
told, they all the manufacturers, they all are using the same company. So like, let's just say you say Louis V. Let's say Louis V's made in China. Okay, you can get one like that's not a real LV or whatever. Like, well, no, the same niggas made it, but but
yeah,
Louis,
yeah,
Louis V
and not only
just did
that,
this
you're not
to
even
it.
gonna get in close to. If I had a purse, you can't even get inside it to see who made it in the first place.
Exactly. Who do that? We ain't in high school no more.
Hey, let me check your tag, Clay. Is that a real Nike shirt? It's a Fruit of a Loom. This nigga got a Fruit of a Loom Nike shirt on. First of all, I don't care. I don't care. Like
Exactly. Unless
I
we
don't
buying
care.
it, you shut the hell up.
Yeah, like it's mine. Like it's a shirt. Who cares? Who cares?
Exactly. Well, before we get out of here, we got to do a little segment, and I'm gonna let you run. We
Okay,
have our
yeah.
kiss or diss, which is celebrity crushes. So
Okay,
I'm gonna name some celebrities, and you're gonna decide who you kissing and who you dissing.
okay.
All right, Gabrielle Union or Regina King, who you kissing, who you dissing.
I'm keeping Regina. I'm dissing Gabrielle.
All right, Vanessa Williams or Stacey Dash, who you kissing, who you dissing.
I haven't seen Stacey in a minute, but I'm still clueless about her. Hey, give me Stacey.
All right.
Vanessa had Rick Fox. I ain't trust that nigga. I ain't trust Rick.
Why you don't trust
Rick
me
was
of him?
too that little curl. He had that curl and
Uh huh.
his little jump shot when he played for the Lakers. I
What
didn't
you nigga
trust
do
it.
with her though?
That it had. I don't know. I ain't hear about Stacey.
Okay. All right. All right. Eartha Kitt or Mary McLeod Bethune, who you kissing, who you dissing.
I gotta kiss. I gotta take Eartha. I gotta take Eartha. I gotta take Eartha. Eartha.
All
Eartha.
right.
Because you people can understand that. Like, oh man, Cal, who you mess with? Eartha Kid. Like
Okay. Okay.
the other one just got too many syllables. They're like, who? Like, you talking about somebody from the marathon? The girl who worked at the 7-Eleven? Like, first of all,
No, Mary McLeod Bethune from the history books.
no, I know who she is, but people they got Bethune College. I know who she is, but these people they be like, who? I know that person. I'm like, first of all, you
Right.
don't. Like, no, you don't know. No, for real. I know. Like, all right. So Eartha Kid, because it's simple. People can understand.
Okay. All right. Our next step is our D.A.Q.s, which is stands for dumbass questions. They're just random questions I want answers to. What is the stupidest lie you ever told an ex?
Mm, be right back.
Nothing. All right. If you could smack anyone in your past that you know personally with no consequences, who would it be?
If I can smack anybody in the past,
Mm-hmm.
uh, how many is this? Can I do this? One slap from one person and backhand somebody else?
That's fine.
No, I don't know. One slap. Uh, no, I was. Man, that's hard.
Dang,
I
you
don't know.
want to say?
It might be my daddy because like he left me at Burger King and never came back. So it was just
Okay,
like,
okay.
like he was like, I'll be back, and I was like, my mom picked me up, and I was like, wait a minute, but we're
Okay.
trying to build a bond, like we're Facebook friends now.
Okay. All right. What's one movie that made you laugh from beginning to end?
I like funny movies like Pineapple Express.
Okay.
I like Step Brothers. That
Nigga, that's it for me. Step Brothers is
Step
my
Brothers,
all time.
Step Brothers. Those movies are the when you talk about boats and hoes with these
Yes.
white dudes. When you talk about the motherfucker Catalina wine mixer, I didn't know what it was, but I never will forget
And I
what
know
that
Cop
is.
comes on at 4.
He said, "Who's driving the boat, Dale?" He said,
No, when I first saw that movie, let me tell you what was so funny. When he said, "I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set," and he actually put his
"Hey,
nutsack.
that was so funny." He said, "Did you touch my drum set?"
Right?
No.
That's
That
what
movie.
he
I
was
mean,
like.
because those
I
movies,
know you touched my drum set because cops don't come on your Ford.
those movies, like he's one of my Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah,
I love his acting.
man. I had an opportunity to meet him in the radio station, and
Oh, nice.
no, I didn't get a chance to meet him. I had an opportunity to meet him,
Oh,
but the
wow.
program director was hating, so I didn't meet. I was so pissed because that man,
It's
listen,
always like that too. It's
man,
always
but
like that. It's always like they don't want
it'll come
to see
back
you
around.
win.
Right? I'm like, why you hate this?
You because they think you could do something, and I don't know. That's how people think. They're weird.
How was
You
me
like this
meeting
don't
him gonna
affect you
hurt
at
you?
all. Like,
Right? I'm like, how was me meeting him gonna hurt you?
why am I washing dishes in the office, sir? Like, if you don't want me to, like, why, like, why did you give me some gloves? Like, if you
Listen,
think
I
I'm about
know it's
to,
gonna come back around, and hopefully, it just be like some random moment and be cool. So I'm gonna make it happen some kind of way.
exactly, okay.
Now, what is the most horrible name you can give a soul food restaurant?
But what?
The worst name you can give a soul food restaurant.
Mm. Well, I tell you one name I just came up with my mind, but I'm like, that's not a bad name. Maybe you want to get money. Bibs and Ribs sound like a good name.
Well, no, it's a horrible name. We don't want no good name. We want
I
a
know,
bad
but
name.
that might be hey,
That
I'm
is a good name.
copyright Bibs and Ribs.
That's it.
That's a moneymaker. A horrible name. Uh, uh, Yams and everything between.
Who?
We got yams and everything in between. We got yams and everything in between. Like what? And you
That's
come
it
in there,
there.
they got Panda Express. Like, first of all, y'all,
Mine
why is there noodles?
I think my soul food restaurant be like my foot in it. That's all.
Now that's a funny one. That's funny. And then you walk around barefoot in there. You know what? That's actually a good concept.
Oh Lord, you know what? One day my ignorance gonna pay me.
Listen, I'm gonna go to a restaurant like your workers don't wear those. Nah, man, they sign a thing. It's called my
That's
foot
it.
in it. They wear clear shoes.
Jellies. They gotta wear jellies.
They gotta wear jellies.
There
They
it is.
just gotta wear jellies. And you tell them what foot you want, left foot or right foot, like something like that, something like that. And then you have a little bone or something, just to make it humorous,
That'll work.
That'll work. That'll work.
Now we have what grinds my gangster. So name one of your pet peeves.
Of what?
Name one of your pet peeves. What grinds your gangster? Name one of your pet peeves.
Um, I think people who can listen.
Okay.
Like if you don't know how to communicate, or you pretend like you know how to communicate, you be like, I know how to listen, but like, why you talking? You ain't like, I think that. I think punctuality. Because I think I'm bad. It's a difference between 5 and 10 minutes because caught up in traffic. Till 45. Because I always look at myself like I don't try to surround myself with people because I'm like, if this was Jay-Z and Beyonce meeting you and you don't know them, you could be 10 hours early.
Mm-hmm.
Why you early for people you don't know? Why do people, and then that's how you find out who's real,
That's right. That's
because
one thing
like I always compare myself, like you won't treat Jay-Z, you won't treat nobody like this, and you won't do it because of money. So these people with money rules you, and then you'll find out a lot of people when you put yourself as a Beyonce or as this, you people will pay $1,000 to see Beyonce and be way back there when you can pay $10 to see me and be front row and get a half five.
Hello. You better
So that's
listen.
it transitions to, I never forget though. I never forget people who lived in hotels will come out in Cincinnati to go see my show. When I fly back there and do shows, I never forget. And I was with T.I. and them in Albany. I did the Civic Center when he had his concert. It was like 20,000 people. My cousins came, but it's people who would come and then people who just want to join when you're doing something.
Of course, you always got the ones that want to be groupies in.
Yeah. Like when I was in Cincinnati last week, some girl walked up and I don't know how she recognized me. I had my mask on. I was like, "This is some crazy stuff." Like I thought I was I thought I was incognito. She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, what's up?"
Right.
And I'm like,
trying to play it off.
We knew each other from high school, and she called her son like, "Hey, come here." And he came over there. I'm like, thinking she wanted me to meet her son because we went to high school. She's like, "Remember I told you had a cousin in L.A.?" I'm like, "Wait a minute.
Hey,
I said,
okay.
"Y'all do I know him?"
Right.
She's like, "This is him." I'm like, "First of all, little man, don't."
Well, at least you said cousin and not son that you ain't know about.
Right. She like, nah. This girl, I don't even know how she had a son. Like I was like, "Oh, okay, oh." So somebody just didn't care. It was a snow day. I know it was snowy outside. It was snowy and that Hennessy. Because I'm like, "What? Did you just kidnap this boy? Because who?"
You ain't right. You going to hell.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta just tell people what it is.
I know that's right. Well, now over the quarantine, unlike you said you do nothing. Well, I took my time to be a little creative, and I created a game called SingADoo.
Okay.
It's, me and my homeboy DJ All-Star, we got a game called SingADoo. It's a musical game.
Nice.
So what you do, you sing the melody of the song on the card, but you can only use the word do.
And I only can use the word do?
Right. So I'm going to do some examples. You're going to guess what songs, and then I'm going to let you do a couple, and then we're going to be out of here.
All right, come on. Come on with it.
All right. I'm doing hip-hop and R&B category. I think I lost you.
Hold on. Let me get my stuff right. You say hip-hop and what?
I'm doing the hip-hop and R&B category.
Cool. Let's go. Right. I'm ready. Come on.
Do.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop
What's the name of it?
Dr. Dre is at the dough.
All right, what's the name of it?
Gin and Juice. Rolling down the street. Wait, hold on. Wait.
You got the right song, but you didn't say the right title.
Wait. No. Crazy.
Sing it out loud.
Death Row, that hey man, going crazy.
You gotta say the first part. It ain't.
But I'm creeping. No,
you had it. You just want to say the words. Nothing but a G thing, babe.
Nothing but a G thing. I forgot songs used to be that simple.
Exactly.
Like they would actually sing the chorus about like the word. Like, oh yeah, that was it.
Bro, like you sing it.
Nowadays they have a whole song like, why did you title this White Tiger? Like you ain't say White Tiger in a whole damn song.
That's these new people, these new rappers now. All right, next song. Still in the hip hop and R&B category. I hope you can get this one. Do 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 ding do 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 do.
First of all, you have to change up one of the dudes. Like you stayed on course with all. You didn't go to music class, did you? You said do 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 do. Like all of it was C flat. You got all C flat doo-doos. Like doo-doo, I gotta do. Hold on, but it was so funny. You try to act like you did switch the do up and came back with the same do. He's like do. Like no, stop.
Okay. I'm gonna try it again. Hold on.
Yeah, try it again. Put some emphasis. Do.
All
Like,
I
is
know
that
is the
Super
hook. That's why
Mario? Do.
the reason it went off is because all I know is the hook on that song. Okay,
You over there playing Super Mario talking about do.
You would have got that one though.
She
All right.
just guessing.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna do another song because you ain't gonna get that. All right. R&B and hip hop.
All right.
Do 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 do
Cause I'm your baby. And
there it is. I'll be
you
baby
give
tonight.
me everything. I'm your
All right.
everything.
I'm gonna do one more.
Cause
I'm gonna let you try
I'm
something.
your baby tonight. Hey.
All right, you ready? This still same category. Oh shoot, how does this go? Do 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 do
So
do.
glad I love song that so much in here.
What's it called?
It was January 13th. You called me on the phone. And
No, what the hell was that?
can't come to the phone.
Right
And,
song. Okay, what's the name of it?
I'm so deep in love song.
You was
So
close. It's called "So Sick." That's the name of the song by
well,
Neo.
so
But
sick.
you was
So
close.
okay. Neo.
All right, so I'm gonna hold up the card. You tell me if you can see it or not, and then I'm gonna guess. All right, and you can pick whatever category you want.
Okay. So if it isn't love, artist new edition.
You ain't supposed to tell me.
Oh, okay, all right.
So what
Go
you
to
okay?
another
So I'm
card.
gonna hold it up. You're gonna
And I
pick
gotta
whatever
do the
song you want to
doo-doos?
do.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're gonna pick whatever song you want
Watch
to do.
how real doo-doo goes.
You know what? Okay, so when you say you're ready, I'm gonna put the card down
I'm
so I
ready
can see it.
now. Let's see.
All right.
All right. Wait. I.
Oh shoot. Okay, I got you back. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me where I need to put the card because I can't see it.
No, a little over. Yeah, lift it up. Let me check. All right.
You got it? You got the song you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do the. Hold on. Let's see.
See, it's a lot harder than you thought it was.
Huh?
It's a lot harder than you thought it was.
Well, do. A do. Do. Do.
You ain't even singing the melody.
Yeah, you don't know. It's a song I know.
Clearly. Okay. What is it?
I think I can hum it. Let me go because the doo doo
Can't
is
hum it.
hard.
It ain't called
I
hum it.
love, but I don't know how to do it. That's a technique that's skilled. I respect everybody. Anybody who watching this, if you can doo like that, call her and y'all get on America's Got Talent because I did it and my whole thing was a one track. I was like I felt like an 87 Hyundai.
I'm gonna give you one last try.
I need one last try because I'm just like those are good songs.
Tell me if you can see it.
Okay, all right.
You got it.
Do. That's it. Dang, that's hard.
Well, okay, what category was it? R&B and hip hop. Okay, do it again.
Do.
Peaches and Cream 112. Peaches and Cream 112.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
But it's so crazy that you're good. But I think I did anywhere. Because Peaches and Cream go Peaches and Cream.
Yeah. But no, that's the beginning of it. The beginning of
it is okay. Good.
Yeah, that's the only reason I could think of it because you did the beginning of the song.
There it is. So it's the same song. Hey,
well,
good
finally.
job. Listen, that's harder than. Hey, listen, that needs a TV show. The doo-doo. You watch the doo-doo on PBS?
We definitely working on it. Act like you know we definitely working on it. So if you
I
are
can see it.
in the game as SingADoo, go ahead and get you on to SingADoo.com. And Kal, thank you so much for joining me.
Hey,
Please let everybody know how to find you again.
Find me everywhere, please. Kal Hamilton, Google me. Find me after this podcast. She could tag me. Instagram, Kal Hamilton, Kal with a K. Please don't remember to follow. Hit the follow button. I definitely follow back if you're interested. I don't want to hear you talk about salads and stuff. So, any creators, I love to work with y'all. Definitely. And then, by the time this happens, hopefully you can step out, come to the Uptown Comedy Club in about 2 weeks.
What's the date on that?
He's doing it all weekend. The 8th, I think. The 6th, 7th, 8th.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all.
Pull up.
I don't know. You was talking about me coming outside in Atlanta now. So.
Nah, but that you going to a specific place. You just can't just be walking around.
Okay. Well, like,
people don't be having. I went to the grocery store out here, and people are so bored. They have one bag but a cart. Like, why? Excuse me, sir. Why you have a cart? Like, why are you bringing the cart all the way to your car? Pick the bag up, sir. Y'all are so. I had a conversation with 4 black people. They were so happy to see another black man in the store. I saw. I know I'm getting older. I'm having conversations at the deli.
Just random people.
I never thought I was gonna be that dude. I was like, do I look like I want to have a conversation about the bored meathead? Hey man, what kind of salami you getting? Is that salami? Like, first of all, don't do that to me, sir. Sir, you got a Kango on. You see. Right. I'm wearing Jordans, dude. You got some Bostonians on. Don't talk to me.
Oh, they can't talk to you if you got a Kango on.
Not yet. Like, don't talk to me with your Jazz Fest outfit on, sir. Like,
but if you own a linen suit, you cannot talk to me, sir.
If you own a track swishy suit, don't talk to me. If you got a track swishy suit and it zippers up on the side. Just to the ankle. Don't talk to me. if you don't talk to me if you got one ankle sock and one big sock on. I need you. Don't do that. Don't. There's a lot of stuff I don't want to talk to. Just don't talk to me at the thing because I feel like that's what grown people do. I don't want to be grown like that. I don't want to be talking.
That should have been your pet peeve.
Well, now it's never too late. Y'all know. Y'all can watch this. That don't have me doing none of that, please. Mm-hmm. Please, let's keep it professional. Get your meat and get the hell away. You ain't about to be asking me, hey man, what kind of meat you getting? Hey, first of all, pause. You can't just be asking me in a deli what kind of meat I'm about to get. Like, you see, I'm dressed up. I dressed up in my good outfit to go to the grocery store. Don't do that. People think you're my uncle. Like, don't. First of all, he's talking about some meat. Like, don't associate with me with that, sir. Man, maybe we can exchange numbers. First of all, sir, you need a job. You need a part-time job because you are
immediately.
Oh, he had his breast. He had cologne on. Said, sir, you are out of order. You got a milk and some eggs, and you put on your best cologne. You are out of order.
You know that they say that's where you pick up the people in the meat section.
Man, listen, not me. You can pick up people. The only thing he better pick up is from my ankles up. He better lift me up if someone's about to come. If somebody was about to hit me, pick me up. Then don't. That's only picking up. A car coming, pick me up. Raise me up. If I'm drowning, pick me up.
Well, that has been another episode of Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you tune in every Monday and Thursday Eastern Standard Time, and we will see you next time.
If I'm broke, pick me up.
Kandid Kisses TV is sponsored by SingADoo. Did you do it today? SingADoo.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it like this? Can you do it real quick? Pew! Go get it! Go get it! Pick a card up. Pick your genre. Can you do it right? You're gonna wanna, bruh. It's first to 21. We'll get the job done. So grab your friends and fam, cause it's a lot of fun. Some do it with some class, but make it real fast. This time is kinda tricky. Can you do it in 60? Let's go. Get your copy today at SingADoo.com. Make sure you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And tune in every Monday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you feel it in your heart, go ahead and donate. No dollar amount is too small. Kandid Kisses TV, baby. Not your typical interview, y'all. Wait, I can't forget. If you haven't already, check out artistperiod.com. Kandid Kisses TV has merchandise. Check us out on artistperiod.com. ARTISTPERIOD. Period.